So we're learning Likutei Halachot Kedusha deSidra. This is the Asher Valetzion, the Halacha Aleph, which is based on Torah Pei base in the second part of Likutei Mara. So the last time we established that Achol v'kedem tzartani, you created me forwards and backwards. That the forwards means that things go in order, the way you want them. Shelo keseder is where things go not the way you want them. Keseder is Aleph base, Gimel Dalet. Shelo keseder is Tashlik, backwards. Keseder is Pchinas Adam. Shelo keseder is Pchinas Chava. Keseder is Pchinas Yom. Shelo keseder is Pchinas Laila. When you connect the two together, when you connect the Shelo keseder to a keseder, then everything becomes keseder. In other words, even though it's still, not keseder, things are still not the way you would quote unquote ideally want them to be. Nevertheless, the minute that it's connected to an ultimate keseder, to Pchinas Odom keseder, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then everything is okay. I used to say that for people to need to understand what it means, nobody really gets an inkling of the pshat of Golos HaShechina until, what does it mean? What's the loss? What did we lose by the fact that Mr. Nish was Nechrav and Shechina? It's Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, so it's appropriate to talk about that. Nobody knows, because we've all been in this situation, so we don't know what does it feel like when Mr. Nish was standing, So a person can begin to understand what this loss, La Aleinu or La Aleichem, when one's mother passes away. Because when your mother is at home, even though things are upside down and topsy-turvy, everything is okay. When the mother is not home, even if things are okay, nothing is okay. There's no specific calamity going on. There's been a balagan, but nothing is okay. Everything is off when the mother is not home. As long as there's a mother there, even if things are really upside down, it's okay. That's the pshat Golos HaShechina. That's the pshat that you don't realize that the Malchus is connected. What is Golos HaShechina? Golos HaShechina means that reality, we don't see a Kadosh Baruch Hu in reality. Shechina is that the Kadosh Baruch Hu resides in this world, and we see it. This is called when the Shechina is not in Golos. She's with her husband, with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. This world is together with its master, it's Kadosh Baruch Hu. When they're connected together, so even when things are not, ideal,
right,
it's okay. It's okay. We get the muscle with the blood test. It's not ideal, I don't want to be stuck with the pain, but it's okay. Why? Because it's connected to the melech, to the seichel. It's good for you. So it's good fellas. It hurts a little bit. you know. But if it's not connected to the Melech, if the Chava is not connected to the Melech, if the Malchus is not connected to the Seichel, then it's a disaster. What do you mean? People are coming and stalking me with needles? Well, it's like the worst nightmare they can think of, right? So this is what we established the last time. Now we're going to say like this: the Pchinas Keseder, the aspect of Keseder, Nikra Yud, called the letter Yud. Shem Malchus Anika Daled, the Malchus that's called the Daled, Leisla Migarma Klub. The Malchus, per definition, is a tool. It's a container that enables productive usage of any substance. The cup is the malchus. You pour water into it from the faucet. Okay? You want to bring water from the faucet to everybody at a table. What are you going to do? Open up, and spritz everybody with water from the faucet. You put the water into cups. The cups is the keli. It contains the water. Now people can drink water. It allows for normal usage. But in order for a cup to be able to fulfill its role as a cup, which is to allow people to drink water or whatever it is, it has to be empty. Because if a cup is full, it can accept anything. There's no... So the Malchus, per definition, being that it's the quintessential keli, it's the ultimate keli, a representation of what a keli, what a vessel should be, is the fact that it doesn't have any substance of its own. It's a receptacle. In truth, the Malchus is more than just an empty vessel. It's not just a cup. Because a cup is inert.
Inert?
Inert.
Inert.
Just doesn't move, nothing. It's just a piece of non-moving kind of object. It doesn't do anything except contain. The Malchus, which is Pchinas Chava, which is the Shechina, which is so and so on. Yeah, it's not that it doesn't bring anything of its own. It brings two things. It brings, first and foremost, it brings the first capability of a keli, of a vessel, is to contain, to hold it for a period of time. Right? It wasn't given to you, and you can hold it, which is great. I mean, if it has a hole in it, it cannot contain anything, right? So the first thing is the ability to contain, to hold on. That's first. But the Malchus also has the ability to take what it gets and develop it and give back something better than what it got. In other words, it also has the ability to be fertile, to grow things. If it's a mother, it grows a baby. If it's a ground, you take a seed, which is an ingenious, there's a whole plant and just a little seed, right? But it's just a seed, but if you put it in the ground, you put it in the Malchus, something truly miraculous happens. A whole plant grows out of it, which can never happen without the Malchus, right? So the seed has to be put into the Malchus is the capacity to hold things, develop them, and give back something much greater, much more complete, much more perfect than what it got. It gets a potential. Everything is in there, but as a seed, as a potential. And it can develop it, and it can grow it, and it can give it forth. So it said that the Malchus is called Dalet. Why dafka Dalet? Dalet will show Aniyah v'Dala. You know, it's Dalos. It's Goyel Dalet. Dal is somebody who is impoverished, poor person. This is Goyel Dalet. It's called Dalet. This is why is the Gimel facing the Dalet? In the Aleph base, the Gimel is facing the Dalet. It's called Goimel Dalim. Because Baruch Hu is Goimel Dalim. He supports the poor. He supports the Goimel Dalim. So the Dalim is called Dalim Shem Dalim. It's Dalim quite in a few places. You notice that various different letters, are called Malchus. Torah Aleph, we learned that Nun is Malchus. A different place, we say that the Mem is Malchus. But really, specifically the Mem Safit is Malchus. The end of Mem is actually made out of $2. A dollar and a dollar. The Malchus is called an endemem when we are referring to its capacity to be fertile, to become a mother, to grow something else. The endemem represents the womb. So this is what it says. Chana said, Sagal, Dalte Bitni, he closed the doors of my womb. But the word Dalte means Dalet, two Dalets that come together and make a mem, which is the womb. As they close, there was a seed cannot come in, cannot grow. It means the doors of my womb are closed. So, but over here, the Rebbe is talking about when the Malchus is still not Kaviyachol impregnated, it's Daled, it doesn't have anything of its own, except what it receives from the Chochmah, as we learn in Torah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu mamshich l'chayos ha-Chochmah hanikra Yud. The Kadosh Baruch Hu brings it, gives it the Chayos, which is, we establish is the Chochmah, which is called the Yud. That's why when you take the word Yud itself and you spell it out, you spell it Yud Vav Dalet. So the source is the Yud, is the Chochmah. The destination is the Dalet, the Malchus, at the end. In between the Yud and the Dalet, we have a Vav. A Vav, every place, is Amshacha. You can get a plastic plate from the... Is Amshacha. The Yud is the fountain. Water come out of a fountain. Now, your field is not where the Yud is. Your field is there. So how do you bring the water from the fountain is a hole in the ground. It's a Yud. Out comes water. Now you want to water your field. So what do? You draw a line, a tunnel or a pipe or a tube or whatever it is, but you draw a line from the Mayon to your field. It allows the water to move one way without spreading to the sides, because the walls of the tunnel are holding it in, and it gives it, but in this direction, there's where to go. There's freedom to go, so the water will go. So this is how you control a flow of liquid, okay? Flow of shefa. So the vav, how does it look? It looks like a little dot on top, which is a yud on top, and there's a line coming down. Line coming down. So a vav is called shachar. The yud is the mayan, is the source. And then you want to bring it down. You need a tool to bring it down. You need a tube. You need the tunnel. Whatever. This is the vav. Is shachar. So between the yud in the beginning and the daled at the end, there is a pipe that leads from this to that. That's the vav. So it's yud vav daled. Okay. וזה יוד וו דלת. It means, אחור וקדם צותני ותשת על כפיך. You created me backward and forward, and you put your palm on me. So, the Chacham says, Al tikre kapecha, your palm, ela kafecha. The ot chaf. What does it mean? Hainu yud gematria chaf. When you take the letter yud, yud itself, and as we said, yud vav daled, yud is 10, vav is 6, is 16, daled is 20. So yud is gematria chaf. Now, so when this has happened, it says, Achor v'keren satani. There is, the achor is the keren. And what you did, v'tashal kapecha, you connect, the yud vav daled, then everything is okay. In other words, you protect me with the palm of your hand, so to speak. Everything is okay. But when a person decides, no, I'm the boss, I don't want no chokhmah, I want to hear about good charedim, the all bad, I just want to, I don't want to hear about, which is the all bad and finish. He says, I'm not interested in the seichel. This is what the Rebbe says in Torah Aleph. Chinas Esav is, I'm not interested in the seichel. I have an opinion, which I like, and the people that I like that opinion. So don't confuse me with the facts. I'm not interested in the facts. It says, Lo yachpotz aksil bitvuno kim bisgalus liboy. A fool is not interested in true wisdom, just that I want my feelings to be reckoned. Yeah, I want to be happy. I want to be considered smart and important. I want to say things that are considered clever. I mean, I never thought of them. Somebody else thought. I'm just parroting them. It doesn't matter. Now, you bring me proof against it. I don't care. Forget about the proof.
That's my opinion.
No, it's finished. I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Just covers everything.
Right.
It's like
it's common sense.
No, it's a known thing. It's a known thing.
Oh boy.
I mean, you can show me statistics and facts until the cows come home. I don't care. It's a known thing. That Haredim don't work, and they don't this, and whatever it is. It's a known thing. They're just leeches. They're just like, it's a known thing. It's a known thing. It's not a known thing. But nevertheless, it's an opinion. This whole thing is the opinion business is a funny business, but what can you do? So, when you separate, you take the dalet for yourself. When a person gets chas, gets vitality, gets fun, gets joy out of controlling or thinking that I'm controlling, I'm the king of the roost. I'm the one who calls the shots. I don't care. I want children and a wife, so they should bring me things. I want this. Ana emloch. I'm the king in the hill. That's it. It's all for me. As I nases shelo kesedra. The malchus becomes shelo kesedra. The reality becomes shelo kesedra. Because the minute that you want things your way, it can't possibly always be your way. Sometimes it'll be your way. But it has to be your way. You're destined for disappointment. Your entire life will become one long Megillah of unhappiness. Because things happen against your will all the time. And he says, and what happens is, when you put the daled, you take the daled for yourself. It means the thing that's more important to you is not the chokhmah, it's not the yud, what really should be, what is the smart thing to do, but really the daled. So what have you actually done? You switched. First comes the daled for you, and the yud is. Let the yud explain why my opinion is right. Why it's okay, to be homosexual, why it's okay to be this, it's okay to be that. The most important is the heart. That's what I want. Okay, and then the mind comes and explains why what the heart wants is good. The heart doesn't follow the mind. The mind can tell you what is right and what is wrong. I'm not interested in that. I want what I want, and I want it now. So what is the Chacham? The Chacham is my lawyer. To explain why what I want is taka. Well, everybody should want it. That's the right thing. Here, I have proof. So instead of following the Chachma, the Seichel follows the heart. So you're putting the Daled before, the Yud is at the end. It's just my lawyer. First of all is what I want. I want to be a gangster. And every gangster needs a lawyer. So any opinion needs some kind of a seichel to explain it somehow. So I don't look a total idiot. The reason why I do is because I want it. Period. So why are you explaining? So what he's saying is, what you're doing is, when it says, davai miyud. In other words, you're creating the word davai. Davai means woe, means suffering, means kinois, means evel, lo aleinu, means anguish. Is davai. Miyud, it becomes davai. Davai is yud, when the yud and the daled are switched. In yud, the yud is first and the daled is last. And in davai, the daled is first and the yud is last. But it's the same letters. You just switched it. You did a switcheroo, v'chol levav davai, and every heart aches. Because when a person, things keep on going shelo keseder for him, zeh machalas lev. This is called a broken heart, a sickness of the heart, pain of the heart. כמו שכוסוב, תוחלס ממושכו, machalas lev. An unfulfilled desire, and a desire which is unfulfilled for a long time, causes you heart pain, heartache. It's like when you want something, you're not getting it, and you want it, and you don't get it, and you want it, and you don't get it, so it breaks your heart. Mm-hmm. Which means you insist, I want things my way. I want things my way. I want things my way for a long time. What does it do? It breaks your heart. It says, tocheles memushacho, machalas lev. כשרואה אדם בעצמו שהולך לו שלא כסדר, and when a person sees Rabbeinu says, use it as a tool. When you the things keep on going against your will, ידע שיש לו גדלוס, you should know that you have גאילה.
If you want things your way.
If you see things you feel, whoa, nothing goes the way I want it.
You think you're on the what?
You think that you're Mr. Big. Amos Big. Or Timothy Big. Haynu ana emloch. I'm the king. Yes, a tshuva v'yashpil esatzmo. A person should do tshuva and lower himself. V'yeh b'vchinas ma. He will be b'chinas ma. As Moshe Rabbeinu said to Korach last week, V'Aaron ma'u kitolinu olav. What is Aaron that you will? He's a ma. He's not even a somebody. He's not even a who. He's just even a ma. He's just like, he doesn't hold himself as the Rebbe said about Reb Nosson, that he's so great before he even came. So the Rebbe said to Reb Yudel, there's a neshama that is coming to me that I've been longing for a long time. And it's unbelievable neshama, great neshama, the great chacham. And he's such an honor, he considered himself to be a shtik blotter. He's a piece of mud. Rav Nosson held himself mamish like mud. It's garnished, there's nothing. So Rav Yidl said that when Rav Nosson finally came, he says the Rebbe said such great things about him. He couldn't get into his head that the Rebbe was talking about him, about Rav Nosson. You're talking about the champion of the world. You're talking about, all of a sudden comes this little. He says he couldn't get into his head. He says, but he saw when he came, he looked at him and he saw that Imamish holds himself like shtik blotter, like a piece of mud, like nothing, worthless. Moshe Kosov, v'nachnu ma. Moshe Rabbeinu says, and we are what? What are we? We're nothing. This is the epitome of being a person. When the Yud Vav Dal is properly, when you're submitted to the Chokhmah completely, you're doing what's right. You're not doing what you want. Ma, as we say, is Gematria Adam, right? Aleph Daled Mem is Gematria Ma. When you're making yourself Ma, then you're Adam. Then you're connected the Dal to the Yud in the proper order. Then the Ma is connected to Kodesh Baruch Hu. Then the Lo Keseder is connected to Keseder. And the Seder is the one that counts. When reality is connected to the Seichel, everything is okay. When do I get heartbroken? I get heartbroken, I don't get what I want. I don't give a hoot about Seichel. Leave me alone. What are you talking about Seichel to me? I want what I want. ואנחנו מה, ואז נחזר חווה לבחינס אדם. Then from being chava, which is kilo keseder, which is, it becomes a b'chinas adam, a b'chinas ma, v'nase keseder. Haynu ochel v'kedem, kapecha haynu yud. And the Rebbe says, v'ikar tshuva b'chodesh Elul. The main tshuva is the month of Elul, Shem Yimei Rotzen. These are conspicuous days that are open. She'ol Moshe lekabel luchas achronos. Moshe came up to get the last luchas. Uposach derech kvusha leilech ba. And he opened a road to move on. Sorry about that. How did he do it? This is what Moshe did. שמוישה קשר את עצמוי אפילו לפוחו שבישראל ומסר נפשו עליהם. Moshe connected himself to the lowest person on Israel. And he was Moshe nefesh for them. Mamish self-sacrifice for them. Moshe kosuvim ein mechenam sifrachim. If you don't forgive them, wipe me off your book. You know, it's like, you can imagine, you know, the Havah of the Abdullahs. If you take the Nobel Prize and the Oscar, the Academy Award, and the Congressional Medal of Honor, and the Presidential Medal of this, and the Legion of Honor of France, and and you said, just take it all back. I'm not interested. Times Ein Sof. Torah, Moshe Rabbeinu, Torah is, that's it. Entire humanity depends on that. Moshe Rabbeinu says, if you don't forgive them, who are the ones you're supposed to be forgiven? The bums. The one that did the balagan. You know, Rav Elyashiv, you don't need that. You don't need to forgive Rav Elyashiv, or Chaim Kanievsky, or the Rav Nachum Bresler does, or Lubavitcher Rebbe. You don't need to forgive them. You need to forgive those that served the golden calf, the Shababniks, the Arsim, you know, these are the ones that need it. Moshe Rabbeinu says, if you don't forgive them, wipe me out from your sefer. Usually, Shabbat, there's no honor for me to connect myself to them. Well, maybe, yeah, you know, when I go to, you know, the king or duchess or whatever it is goes to Africa, and you meet with poor black children in Tanzania or in Uganda. So everybody can see, you know, that you're so merciful, you know, but you don't care about them.
As long as you sing, we are the world.
Yeah, it's like, there was this singer, this rock star, a singer, that she said, when she went to Africa, she said, she said, they're so skinny, huh? How do they do it? And it's like, she has a problem. She's, you know, with overweight.
Yeah. She wants to be anorexic, whatever.
I was supposed to look at them. They're so.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, it's like it's like saying about somebody that he's so dumb that if there was a dumbness competition, they would come in second. This is why only second?
First.
Because he's dumb. You can't even win a dumbness competition. You're so dumb. That's like, it's Moshe Rabbeinu connects himself to the lowest of the low and totally self-sacrifices. Wipe me out. I'll be ois king. I don't want to be a duchess or a duke or nothing. If you're not moichel them, those arsim, those bums, those. V'zeh pirush vayakel Moshe. Moshe got together that Moshe was collecting and connecting himself with everybody in Am Yisrael. Even with the lowest bum around. Ze Pirush Kulo Sag Yachdov. In Tehillim it says Kulo Sag Yachdov. In Torah Vov the Rebbe says Sag is Milishon Laseget, to retreat. So the Rebbe says Boki Beratzon and Boki Bashov. Boki when a person is Boki Bashov, in other words, when he's strengthening himself, even when things don't go his way, he gets his chayes from Shem Sag. If you remember, there are 4 Miluyim: Ab, Sag, Ma, Ban. Atzilus, Bria, Yitzira, Sir. So Ma is Odom. Sag is the Bria, is a higher Madrega. It's not Atzilus. This is Ein Beis. Ein Beis is Lachmones and everything else. And Chesed. Chesed is Gimatri Ein Beis. So the Milui of Sag is Olam Abriya. It's in the highest Gilui that human being can get to is the Olam Abriya. Olam Atzilus we can get to because Olam Atzilus is like understanding your own seichel already. You can't do that. The highest we can get is the Bina. We can understand the system. We can understand the how did I get to? How to play the violin? How to do this? How to do that? This the Bina we can understand. But the mechanism with which we understand this, we can understand. The Chochmah we cannot understand. This is beyond, because we're using the Seichel with which to see it. It's like, why can't you see your own eyes? Because you're seeing out of your eyes. Okay, so it's like, I mean, you can see your glasses though. The glasses make you see better. So the glasses would be the Bina. But the Chochmah is the eyes. You can't see the eyes. You can't see seeing. Because you see with it. It's like you can't see your seichel because you're understanding with it. It's in use. That's you have to be beyond. You have to be before the seichel to understand the seichel, but you can't because you use the seichel to understand. It says Kulosag Yachdov. The Shem Samach Gimel is the name that gives the koyach atzia sholi neka. No matter how low I am, no matter how far off where I really need to be, it is. Kulo sagyachdo. Even when I see somebody from Israel, shesag mikol v'chol ma'kodesh baruch Hu, that is totally far from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Af al pichen tzarech ani sheniyeh yachdo. I need us to be together. Liyachid v'lekasher imoy kmo sh'asa Moshe, to be connected with him the way that Moshe did. We'll end here for today.